.44 Magnum, most powerful handgun round in the world. Blow your head clean off your shoulders. Oh, shit. This is 22. Damn it!
They call me a god. 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 Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome to the Gun TD channel. I got something cool for you today. This is a new gun I just picked up. This is the Taurus TX22 Competition. This one's a neat gun. It is a version of the Taurus TX22, the one that came out a couple of years ago. The original was a 16-round magazine capacity polymer frame striker fire gun. It was really neat because only thing else out there in the market at the time were a lot of hammer-fired guns. And then Glock introduced their Glock 44, and Sig just recently introduced the Sig P322. Well, Taurus decided to make a competition version of the same gun. Basically what they did is they did lengthen the slide a little bit and cut out a bit of the slide. I'll explain that in a minute. But the barrel is a little different too. It is a fixed heavy barrel on there that's about 5 inches long. I think it's like 4 3/4 or something like that. But it's about 5 inches long, and it's a threaded barrel, so you could easily unthread that. You don't need a thread adapter; it's already threaded. So you could put a suppressor or a compensator on there. But what's really neat is this optics mount. It is mounted to the hood of the barrel instead of on the slide like typical guns are, or even like the P322 is. It's mounted here. Now, I don't have plates for it yet. I did order them, and I did order a new optic to go with this guy. It is a brand new optic on the market, so when that comes in, I'm definitely going to put it on this guy and do some reviews for you guys. Give a tabletop review and everything for you. I think you guys are going to like it. It is something brand new to the market, just introduced. But back to the gun. It does have an optics plate. If you do notice, there's something different here. This is where their adjustability comes in. Most companies have a full plate that you just change out, while Taurus did something different. Just this front plate, it comes normally brand new with 2 plates, and each one of those plates are 2-sided. So you could run almost any optic on the market just by flipping it and refixing it to your system. I think that's a cool concept, and I think that a lot of companies should take up after Taurus and do something similar to that. Back to the slide. If you notice, the slide is very reminiscent of a Beretta PT92, or sorry, not PT, Beretta 92. Sorry, got Taurus stuck in the mind. As it's got this large cutout in the front, and that's mainly because, well, let me show you. That's mainly because when that slide comes back, it's got to clear this optics plate. If there's a full cover all the way across here, it's not going to be able to even rack. So that was intentional by Taurus to clear that optics plate. So yeah, it was definitely on purpose, and a lot of people say they don't like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. Looks like a Beretta 92. So can't go wrong with that. Now, mine does have a little charging handle on the back. I think that's pretty cool for a competition style gun. It does have ambidextrous safeties and a phenomenal trigger. Once I unload this mag, I'll show you that trigger so you guys can see. Don't want to do that unsafe on the camera. So let's unload these rounds just so you guys see what's going on here. Now this thing, there's no recoil whatsoever, and it's got like little divots in here. They call memory slots, but I think they work really well as an accelerator pedal. You just put your thumb on there and just kind of push down. Oh, and that would be empty. It does have last round slide hold open. 16 round magazine capacity, of course. And then now that we are empty, let's show you that trigger pull. This is a phenomenal trigger. Check this out. They advertise it about 4 pounds. You heard that break? Now watch this reset. Boom, right there. And you're right there. There's just a little bit more staging. Then you hit that wall and push right through it. Off the bat, there's a little bit of a oh, so light I pulled the trigger. But there is a little bit of a stacking just before you get to that wall. And then once you get to that wall, boom, break. Reset, break. Phenomenal trigger on this guy. Taurus is knocking it out of the park with these guys. Now the standard TX22 had the same trigger, so the competition one's not any better in the trigger department, but God, having a phenomenal trigger on this really cool package just makes this a better gun all the way around. This one did come with 3 mags. I'm not sure if it comes with 3 mags out of the box. I'll have to look into that. But I did buy this one used. I just had to. I got a sweet deal and I had to go for it. So let's get some more rounds out there and just show you. I'm going to dump these rounds real quick just so you can see how fast you can get this guy going. Because there's no recoil and this has got such a nice trigger, you could get these rounds off quick. And I'm sure once I get a red dot on here, I'll be able to keep track of that red dot pretty easily on this firearm. There's no recoil, and because the optic is mounted to the barrel, there's not going to be any slide reciprocation that you're going to have to keep track of that red dot through. That red dot's going to stay right there on the barrel. And like I said, because it's 22 and it has almost no recoil, you could just keep track right on that the whole way. So this is a cool gun, and I'm definitely going to put some really cool rounds through it. And right now I'm using some Federal 35 grain, I think it is. I'll have to look at the grainage again. But yeah, just a really cool gun. I'm enjoying the heck out of this, as you can tell. Now, like I said, I do have 3 mags. I have this one all loaded up and ready to go. Like I said, it is a 22 long rifle. These are all copper rounds, or all copper jacketed round Federals, of course, and they are hollow points. And it's feeding just fine. It's not hiccuping at all. Now, 22 does have a tendency to malfunction on you because of the fact that it uses a rim fire instead of a center primer strike. So that can be an issue with a lot of these guns. But so far, this gun is eating every bit of it. Like, it is phenomenal. Like, and of course, as soon as I say something, well, guess they all can't be like that, huh? Woo! That round got beat up. All right, let me clear this out and then we'll get back to you. Of course, as soon as I say something, that's when a malfunction occurs. That one got pretty jacked up. It got stuck on the feed ramp or something, and it just destroyed the front end of that round. I did garbage that round, so I should have showed you guys on camera what it did, but yeah, it was a bad one. But uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, so I think I figured out what's going on. A couple of the rounds were not nosed up, so they were diving into the front of the mag, and it completely destroyed the round. So I did fix this round. We'll see if it malfunctions again. We'll go from there. It might be a loading issue. I'll definitely look into that. And if it's a reliability issue, well, then we'll know what we do from there. And that one did not lock open on the last round. I do think I have my thumb up here on that slide lock, but I don't know for sure. So that is just something I will point out to you guys, and we're just going to keep going. And any more failures, we'll walk through it. All right, guys. So I wanted to kind of go over what we're using here. Let's get this out of the way. We are using Federal 36 grain 22 long rifle. It is a bulk pack of 550 rounds. These are 16 round mags. Sorry. So you're gonna pull that lever down and just kind of load her on up. And that's number 16, and that is the last round that will go in. So yes, 16 round magazine. Like I said, I'm going to do the next couple mags, and we'll continue our shooting. With 22s, you do want to make sure that the round is seated all the way to the rear before you load up the next one, because if not, then you can get stacking issues where we'll definitely have feeding issues at that point. I'm going to continue the remaining balance of this with my little speed loader assist, because, you know, even though it has those pull down tabs, it is nice to have little thumb assist, because it gets a little exhausting on your thumb loading up mags all day. We are darn close to that 400 mark, so I did promise you guys some explosions, so the video might come out a little after the 400, but I do plan on having some fun stuff for you guys for 400, and that's right around the corner, so we're gonna get some fun stuff going for you guys. All right, so since we did have some reliability issues with one of those mags, figured might as well put a few more mags through it. Make sure that this thing is not hiccuping and it's not a loading issue. Now I'm going to try to keep my finger away from that a slide stop, so that way maybe it'll lock open. And it did. So definitely a slide lock issue. It did hold open just fine. There's not anything causing problems with the gun itself, just my fat thumb's getting in the way. So we're gonna put a few more rounds out there and tell you what I think. Not sure if you guys can hear me hitting that metal, but metal target's only about 25 yards away, and with the iron sights, I'm doing just fine. Now, if it was a red dot sight on there, I might be able to get a little bit cleaner and faster shots at 25 yards. But with the iron sights, it's fine. The optics plate doesn't get in the way of the iron sights. Really, when you're looking down without the an optic on there, all you see is you see your iron sights, and then you see these two little flares out the side of the slide. If you guys can see, I'm not sure if I'm holding it right in the camera, but basically you get your front and rear sight, and then you get these two little flares on the sides. Pretty easy sight picture without a red dot. Nothing gets in your way, so it's nice. This gun is a really fun gun to shoot. I'm definitely going to put a lot more rounds through this guy. Maybe I'll carve a pumpkin or something with it in a future video, just for the fun of it. I enjoy carving pumpkins with 22s, and I usually use a rifle, but I think this year, might as well use a pistol. One thing I will point out that I just noticed, though, is, I'm not sure if you can see it on video, one of these little roll pins started walking out. I'm going to definitely have to smack that back in place when I get home and see if it does it again. If it does it again, might have to get a little bit bigger roll pin for that and jam her in there. But yeah. Oh, and we got another roll pin walking itself out right here. So just like basic Taurus fashion, the first generations do have some hiccups. So definitely going to need some bigger roll pins, I think. I'll smack these back in place. We'll put some more rounds on target and go from there and see if there's a issue with the roll pin, or if maybe it was like that and I didn't notice before. I should have noticed, but maybe I didn't. But yeah, definitely a cool gun. We're going to definitely see if there's a pin walking out issue and go from there. Hopefully, once I drive these pins back in, we don't have this problem. And for some reason, I got a bee problem today. It has been raining a lot, so the flowers are blooming, so that could be the bee issue. But back to what I was saying. We're going to go back in. We're going to do some more shooting with this guy, see if there's any more issues. I'm definitely going to try to point out all the issues to you guys as quick as possible. So that way you guys can make an informed decision on it, whether you should get this same pistol or not. If you like this kind of content, please let me know down in the comments. I do love guns, so most of my videos will say how cool the gun is and everything. But I will try to point out any flaws that I see with the gun. So this gun, it's got a few little hiccups, but we'll work on it and see if it's a issue that continues or if it's one thing. But if you like this kind of content, definitely subscribe. Put down in the comments what you like about this gun, if you think it's a cool design, or if you think it's just ridiculous and you don't trust Taurus anymore. A lot of people are on that boat. Like this video, subscribe, and definitely comment. Other than that, see you for the next one, guys.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a